Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm rebuilding Liverpool on the request of one of my subscribers asking me to do Liverpool. I've never ever in my life done a Liverpool rebuild or played with Liverpool in FIFA. I've always played against it because as an Arsenal fan you have to hate Liverpool. But for now, let's focus on this team. They've got $183 million to work with. The club is one of the, well, if not the top two successful teams in England. But ever since the Klopp era has started, Liverpool have gone on to win league, Champions League, and lost one Champions League final, a couple of other trophies in hand. And ever since Mane has left Liverpool, they have gone down, and no European football for Liverpool this season. Let's go rebuild them. Guys, expert Carlos is being revealed as the Liverpool new manager. He is looking good and hoping to get his team back to the Champions League football after missing out for this season. Let's check the squad, guys. The squad is actually very decent. Mohamed Salah 89, Nunes and Gakpo, absolutely great team. Endo is here as well. McAllister, Van Dijk, Robertson, Matip, and Alexander Arnold and Alisson. What a team they have. Oh, they got Szoboszlai in the sub bench. I'm not quite sure why he is there. He should be starting. Harvey Elliott is there as well. Arthur, the former Barcelona and Juventus man, still here. And the second choice goalkeeper is Callagher, looking very decent, guys. I'm gonna start with Nunes up front rather than Jota. Put Diaz there instead of Gakpo because Diaz offers more pace on the wing. Curtis Jones 76 on the sub bench. I'm gonna replace him with the Harvey Elliott, one of the favourite youngsters growing into Liverpool squad. And guys, even though my team is 5-star, I still have 157 million pounds to spend on new transfers, and let's go and do so. Guys, look at my illustrious shortlist I've got to sign this season. Achraf Hakimi, he can easily replace Trent Alexander-Arnold on the right flank. Skriniar currently playing for PSG. What a top defender he is. He's even higher rated than Hakimi. And Dusan Vlahovic rated 84. Guys, there's a catch with signing these players. If I lose a game to any of my opponents or Guys, there is a catch. If I were to lose a tournament, getting knocked out in the final or the FA Cup semis or anything in the Carabao, lose the Premier League, not win the trophy out of the 5, we will have to be releasing one of the top 3 players in my team. So this is a huge catch. Guys, an A-rated signing from Liverpool is Skriniar from PSG. He was on the shortlist along with Achraf Hakimi. We are in contention to sign Achraf Hakimi next. First handshake with expert Khan. He's in Anfield getting his training underway. Guys, second signing of the season is Achraf Hakimi. He is in Liverpool today getting his medical underway. First handshake with expert Khan. He is a Liverpool player. 2 signings in a row from PSG. PSG are shell-shocked. Guys, first game of the season in the FA Cup Community Shield versus Man City. And you know what? If we were to lose this one, I'll have to sell one of my top 3 players, not including the new summer signings. Let's go to the game and let's quick sim and hopefully we can get the results our way. Oh, we have won 3-2. That's 1 trophy in the belt. McAllister, Luis Diaz with 2 goals. Haaland got them up and running, but De Bruyne only had to score consolation 3-2 to Liverpool, so we don't have to release any of our players. Guys, going to the first game of the season in the Premier League. This is my starting 11. Skriniar and Hakimi, the 2 players that we signed from PSG, are straight into the starting 11. I'm putting Alexander Arnold in the centre defensive midfield position. McAllister and Thiago just ahead of him. Salah, Nunes and Diaz keep their positions. Guys, first game of the season at Goodison Park, away to Everton. What a game to start your season off with. If we were to win this game, will be a fantastic start. Guys, players are making their way onto the pitch for the very first time this season. Expert Khan has led them to FA Community Shield victory over Man City last weekend. But now let's focus on this Merseyside derby. Oh, chance for Everton. They've made the breakthrough. They have beaten Alisson. I think it was Danjuma who scored 1 goal to Everton in the Merseyside derby. What a start from Everton. Oh, what a ball to Darwin Núñez. Is he going to score? He lobs the goalkeeper. Also lobs the bar. Hits it over. What a chance squandered by Liverpool. And Mohamed Salah with the chance. Is he going to score for Liverpool? He pulls it back. And it's Trent Alexander-Arnold. He was aiming for top corner, but hits it over the bar. Oh, Darwin Núñez, he's got pace in this game. He's going to score. Should score. What a save by Asmir Begovic for Everton in nets. Why is he starting? Is Pickford sold? Here's Mohamed Salah with a short corner. Passes on to Darwin Núñez, and defenders do manage to clear. Oh, chance against for McNeil. What a save by Alisson. Keeps Liverpool in the game. Oh, McAllister wins it. He's going to score his first goal for Liverpool. What a save. What a save by Asmir Begovic. Darwin Núñez, or actually Luis Diaz with the goal. He equalises for Liverpool. Half volley into the net. Chance for Everton to cross this. McNeil, and the defender Ashraf Hakimi blocks out for a corner to Everton. Oh, poor corner from Everton. Half time at Goodison Park. Everton 1, Liverpool 1. Is Luis Diaz, is he going to score his second goal? He's gone past two defenders. He's into the box. Oh, he still got the ball. Oh, hits the post. Asmir Begovic beaten. But lucky him. He hits the post, Luis Diaz. And final result is 2-2 in the Merseyside derby in Goodison Park. Iwobi with the goal for Everton. But before Luis Diaz scored the equaliser again, a point apiece in the Merseyside derby. Guys, I'm going to be simulating all the way to January and see where we are in the league. Hopefully we are in the top 2, aiming to get into the Champions League next season. Guys, in January already, and we have simulated hoping that we are in the top 2. We've managed to win some big wins on the way, but lost to Luton at Anfield, lost to Sheffield United as well. We were in the Europa League. We lost to Carabao Cup to Man City 5-4 on penalty shootout. Let's go and check the table. Oh, we are actually 9th. That is absolutely poor from Liverpool. 21 games into the season, only 8 wins and 7 draws. That leaves us with 31 points. We need to be getting into the top 4 to get into the Champions League for next season. Liverpool managed to win, of course, the Community Shield. I actually played that. We won 3-2, but Liverpool were defeated. This is the FA Cup round, but in the Carabao Cup we were defeated to Man City on penalty shootout. But in the FA Cup we've got a game against Luton Town. And Europa League, we managed to top the group with 14 points, no defeats in the season. We beat PSV, we beat Zurich, and we beat Bordeaux 2-0 in the last 3 games. So I think we were in a bit of a trouble in the first few games. But for now, guys, let's go to the big game at Court Lane. Should be winning this one and marching on to round 4 in the FA Cup. Oh yes, we do. Virgil van Dijk scored 10 minutes after the break. Morris got the equaliser for Luton. McAllister opened the scoring 2-1. We march on to round 4. Guys, a crucial game in the FA Cup round 4 at the City Stadium. Hopefully we can actually take the game to Manchester City and march on to round 5. But City take the revenge of the Community Shield, beating us with 1-0. Bernardo Silva with the only goal. City go through. Liverpool out of the FA Cup. Guys, a game at Anfield against Trabzonspor, 4-2 victorious in Turkey. Easy game. Should be winning this one and going through to the last 16 of the Europa League. 7-2 on aggregate. Darwin Núñez, Hakimi, Virgil van Dijk with the goals for Liverpool. Into the last 16 in Europa League, started Rene versus Liverpool. Darwin Núñez is red carded from the previous game, so he has to be replaced. I'm going to replace him with Jota. And let's quick sim the game. Hopefully we win this away game and take it easy. Oh, 1-1. Luis Diaz scored and Gueye scored equaliser straight away. 1-1 in France. And the home game, Darwin Núñez is back and fit to play. He was red carded, to be fair. And he wasn't a bad tackle, but red carded straight away from the referee. Now in the home game at Anfield, hopefully we can win this one and march on. Yes, we do. 4-1 on aggregate, 3-0 on the night. McAllister, Darwin Núñez and Gakpo with the goals. Liverpool into the quarters. Oh, actually, this is the semi-final that we have managed to get ourselves into against Napoli. We beat Rennes in the quarter-finals. Oh, tough game against Napoli. First season back in Europa League for Liverpool after losing it in 2015. Let's go and quick sim the game. Oh, 1-1 McAllister and Anguissa with the goal for Napoli. We have to play well in Naples or else we are out. Guys, all to play for at the Stadio Olimpique. Liverpool won, Napoli won from the first game. Hopefully we can beat them and march on to the final. And yes, we do. McAllister's Taremi with the equaliser. Trent Alexander-Arnold and Hakimi got the winners for Liverpool. And they are in the final, first season in Europa League with Expert Khan. And they are on the way to win the final. Hopefully they get an easy team. Oh, talking about easy team, we've got Chelsea in the final. That would be really tough. We'll have to be on our best behaviour in order to actually take it away from Chelsea. This is the all-English final. But before we even go to the final, let's recap the Premier League season. Oh, Liverpool finishing 9th in the table. That is absolutely shambolic for Liverpool and their fans. Finishing 7 points behind Spurs, 4 behind West Ham. This is IRL football for Liverpool. They did manage to finish in the bottom half of the table. No, actually to finish 7th. Manchester City went on to win the title with 6 points over Arsenal, United and Chelsea, just finishing in the top 4. Aston Villa, Spurs managing European football for next season. Down and relegated Burnley, Bournemouth and Luton. Charity Shield winners were Liverpool beating City 3-2. FA Cup winners Chelsea beat Arsenal in the final. Carabao Cup winners were Aston Villa beating Newcastle 3-2. And PSG Juventus in the Champions League final. That'll be classic. Chelsea Liverpool in the Europa League final. And West Ham Nice in the Conference League final. Looking at the top goal scorers, guys, Haaland, Foden and De Bruyne finishing with 42 and 60 goals between them. Son finishing with 18. On Liverpool, Diaz was the highest goal scorer and he's only scored 16 goals this season. And with the assist, De Bruyne and Foden with the highest assist for Man City again. That's why they won the league. Salah finishing with 8 assists only. Bad season for Liverpool as a whole, but they've got a chance to lift a trophy. Guys, as I said before the video began, we have to be selling a player, top 3 players in the team if we were to lose out on a trophy. So we lost the Premier League, we lost the FA Cup, and we also lost the Carabao Cup. So that is 3 players going to be released, the top 3 players. I'm going to have to release them one by one and see who is the top 3. But for now, let's go to the final and hope not to release another player next season. Guys, players are making their way into the Europa League final. Chelsea versus Liverpool, always a Champions League classic. Almost 10 years ago, 4-4. It was at Stamford Bridge, but now let's hope it's 4-4 in the Europa League final. We are playing in England, by the way, at St James's Park. Oh, chance for Nkunku, he's beaten everyone. Van Dijk tried tackling him and he lifts it over Alisson. He also lifts it over the bar. What a chance for Chelsea in the first 5 minutes of the game. Oh, chance for Mudryk. Mikhailo Mudryk makes the save. But actually, Alisson makes the save of Mikhailo Mudryk effort. What a double save that is from the Brazilian. And Nkunku again crosses in low. And Sterling effort blocked by the defender. And here's Darwin Núñez. He needs support up front. Oh, he tries beating, I think it was Reece James, but he couldn't. Nkunku beating Van Dijk. What a save, but still it drops into the net. 1-0 to Chelsea. And Nkunku really hard to defend. Look at that, he turns the defender. Actually, it was Sterling, sorry. Sterling beats Van Dijk, beats Alisson, and it is 1-0 to Chelsea. Oh, Darwin Núñez, he's got pace. He's going to cross it in, he does. And Thiago Alcantara, oh, what a block. That was by the defender, and Chelsea come away with one. He's bombing down on the left-hand flank. It's Sterling, the goal scorer, currently playing for Chelsea, formerly played for Liverpool. And it's Mikhailo Mudryk, tame effort into the hands of Alisson. Liverpool really against the ropes in this final. Half-time at St James's Park, Chelsea 1-0 up through Sterling's goal. Liverpool against the ropes and not likely to score the second one. Stay tuned to find out. Here's Achraf Hakimi, chance for Liverpool to equalise. He passes it back, but defenders do get it cleared for Chelsea. And Van Dijk again, poor defending. Mudryk straight into the hands of Alisson. Mikhailo Mudryk against Robertson again. He crosses into Sterling, shoots, Alisson save, out for a corner. First foul is McAllister. Darwin Núñez finds Ashraf Hakimi into the box. Oh, Darwin Núñez scores for Liverpool in the 4th minute of stoppage time, taking the game to extra time. Liverpool scored when it mattered most into the 94th minute of the game, and Liverpool have equalised. So extra time is here. Can Liverpool turn things around? Scoring in the 94th minute, Darwin Núñez. He's on the ball again. Thiago. He finds Luis Diaz, who's got pace. Tries crossing in. He does. Salah in the box. Defenders first to the ball. Luis Diaz. I think is a penalty. Is it? Yes. Saul has been penalised. 10 minutes into extra time is the Chelsea captain. He's been penalised for handball. And referee pointed to the spot. Mohamed Salah really can make it his day. Salah, and he scores past Sanchez. 2-1 to Liverpool. They have turned it around. They were losing in the 93rd minute of the game. Look at the scenes. Expert Khan is here as well, celebrating with his players. Into the 94th minute, they equalised. And here, 10 minutes into extra time, they have 2-1 up with Salah's penalty beating Sanchez. And Darwin Núñez, he's got Salah. He's beaten his defender. What is he going to do? What is he going to do? Salah scores 3-1 to Liverpool. Robert Sanchez beaten again from the same man in 6 minutes. 2 goals in 6 minutes from Salah. And the Egyptian King is taking the game away from Chelsea. 3-1 in the final. What a ball to Darwin Núñez. What is he going to do? He goes past the keeper. He's got anyone in the box? Yes, he has. McAllister. What a block from Fofana. Or else that would have been game, set and match. And Nkunku scores. Is there a consolation or is there a way back for Chelsea in the final? 3-2 to Liverpool, and Nkunku with the goal. And guys, for full time here in this Europa League final, finally Liverpool managed to win the trophy under Expert Khan, the new manager replacing Klopp in the summer. 3-2 victory over Chelsea at St James's Park. Celebrations from Liverpool finally. But into the next season, we'll have to be releasing top 3 players in order to carry on. That was the catch starting off the season, and that is the case. We'll have to be selling someone higher than Jota or Thiago. We can sell anyone, Salah, Hakimi, anyone at Liverpool who is a top player. So stay tuned to find out next season. Thus, Virgil van Dijk lifting the trophy, and they are the Europa League champions. Liverpool beating Chelsea 3-2 in the final. Guys, welcome back to the Liverpool rebuild in the 2nd season. And you know what, guys? We have to release 3 players from the starting 11, or 3 the best players. It could be Van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Mohamed Salah, who is first to go. Because last season we missed out on 3 different trophies, so we have to sell 3 players, or actually release the players. Let's see what we can do. We'll have to put some players on the transfer list and accept the offer. Yeah, Alisson is 90. He has to be on the list. Yeah, Mohamed Salah has to be on the list, and Van Dijk. So one of the 3 players, whichever transfer I get first, and then I will have to sell. And then after that, it probably go down to Hakimi and Trent Alexander-Arnold, or Robertson Thiago as well. So stay tuned, guys. This is going to be a fascinating season for Liverpool. Guys, we've received an offer from Mohamed Salah, 109 million. And with the 90 rated 31-year-old player, we are not going any higher. We'll have to accept it. So Salah is going to PSG. Guys, since Salah is gone, we have got 2 more players to add to the list. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk or Alisson. Yeah. They've been an offer for Alisson as well as Van Dijk. So I'll have to simulate forward and see if Trent Alexander-Arnold can be sold to any team in the Premier League. No offer for Trent Alexander-Arnold, but there's been an offer for Alisson. I'm going to have to replace him. I'm going to have to sell him to Arsenal. Don't want any. They're giving me Jurien Timber. Multiple deals. How do I even go down to the other? I'm going to accept the Chelsea offer. 87 million. Alisson is gone. Liverpool fans are crying. And one more player that has to be added to the list. It's Ashraf Hakimi, yeah, I'm going to add him to the list, and whoever goes, oh, Van Dijk, I can't be selling Van Dijk. We have to simulate another week or so in order to see which, if there's an offer for Hakimi or Robertson. Yeah, I'm going to put him onto the list as well. Alisson is gone, so all the 87 rated players will have to be added to the list because Van Dijk is the best. And then 88 rated Trent, and then 87 rated 3 players. Let's simulate forward. Oh, I've received an offer from Trent Alexander-Arnold from Barcelona, 101 million. Let's accept it and he can go. Guys, with the Mohamed Salah, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and our number 1 goalkeeper has left us. This means that we will have to go to a different approach, but we've got a lot of money in the bank, guys. We can actually make it count and try winning this Premier League this season. So where do we actually need improvement? We definitely need improvement in this goalkeeper position. Jota can start this time instead of Elliott, but he is not a winger, so I'm going to put Gakpo in there. Gakpo, Nunes and Diaz up front. And then we need a central midfielder, and then we definitely need a goalkeeper. And guess what, guys? We've got 359 million to spend this season. Let's go shopping big, guys. Guys, I tried going for Vlahovic. His market value is 110. We offered them 150. We offered them 110. But they said 152. We're not going for 152. He's not worth 152. Guys, we made a small shortlist again this season of some huge names. Dani Olmo is in our list. He's currently playing for Inter Milan, and Kepa currently at Madrid. Guys, second season with Liverpool, and a massive signing here in the Nets is Kepa Arrizabalaga. We managed to fish him out from Real Madrid back to the Premier League. And Trent has completed his move from Liverpool to Barcelona, 110 million. And Ashraf Hakimi, why they're showing Ashraf Hakimi? He was here last season. And Kepa has finally moved, 100 million. Arrizabalaga, 82 rated. Guys, another big fish in the Premier League. Dani Olmo is here from Inter Milan, 76 million. His transfer market, first handshake with expert Khan. He is at Anfield training. Guys, into the second season, this is my starting 11. I've managed to sign Kepa and Dani Olmo from Inter Milan. Let's go to the first game of the season. Guys, first game of the season is actually a UEFA Super Cup, and if we were to lose that, we'll have to sell yet another player. Let's quick sim the game and see if we can actually win it. Oh yes, we won it. Dani Olmo with a late goal for Liverpool. Olmo actually scored 2 on his debut, Mbappe with 1, and Iago Aspas with the goal. What a start to the new season for Liverpool. First game of the Premier League season against Nottingham Forest at Anfield. Hopefully Olmo scores another brace, and a 2-1 victory. Olmo actually scored another brace. What a player he is. What a signing in the summer. Guys, I'm simulating all the way to January and see where we are. So far so good. Into the Champions League group stages against Atalanta, Victoria Pleasant, and I'm not quite sure who the third team is, but so far no defeats whatsoever this season. Another victory away from home in the Champions League. Third team in the group is actually Benfica. Let's continue simulating. Guys, already in January, and some poor defeats in the Premier League. 5 defeats in 1 month for Liverpool. High flying Liverpool they were all throughout the season. And let's go and check the table. And guys, we all had, after losing the Carabao Cup to Cardiff City on penalty shootout, I think it was the round 4, we had to sell another player, and McAllister's left us. Oh, that is actually bad. We had to sell him, and he's gone. In a transfer request in September, and they left the club. Skriniar's gone to join Chelsea, and McAllister's gone to join Atalanta. That's why we have no defense at the back. Ashraf Hakimi gone to Real Madrid. He handed a transfer request as well. 3 players leaving Liverpool. Skriniar gone for 101. What is he gone there for? I think he's gone on loan or something. Not quite sure what happened. Look at the fee. it might be just loan deal or something, but Atalanta signed McAllister for 34 and Hakimi's gone to Madrid for 50. Guys, we've got 270 million lying around. We'll have to sign a defender, the fourth player of the season. Guys, first signing for Liverpool in January and is Ben White, currently playing his trade in Germany with Hoffenheim. He is back in the Premier League and is in Anfield this time. Guys, as you know, we lost the Carabao Cup round 4 to Cardiff City on penalties. We had to sell McAllister, Henry goals and join Atalanta, who actually beat us in the group stages in the previous month. So that's one player missing again. Guys, with the new signing of Ben White, he jumps in the right back position and that is a team complete. But for now, let's go and check the table. Oh, Liverpool are in 10th of the table again, 6 defeats so far this season. What is happening to Liverpool? They are currently 3 points behind Newcastle United. Oh, we actually didn't finish in the Champions League spot. We won the Europa League, so that automatically sends us to the Champions League. I was thinking we finished 4th, but we actually finished I think 11th. I'm not quite sure. But now in middle of the second season, we are 10th in the table with 6 defeats. And in the FA Cup round 3, we've got Leeds United at Elland Road. Let's go to that game. Guys, a huge game at Elland Road. Hopefully we can get the result we want and march on to round 4. Oh yes, we won it 3-1. Gakpo with 2 goals and Darwin Núñez got 1 in the first half after Hyson opened the scoring for Leeds United. 3-1 to Liverpool. March on, we go to round 4. Guys, in the Champions League, last 16 at Anfield. Always fascinating atmosphere here for the Champions League games. Let's quick sim the game and see if we have actually beaten Marseille. Oh yes, 1-0 Szoboszlai with the goal in the first half, and that was enough for Liverpool to go into the second leg 1-0 up. Guys, before we even go to the second game in the Champions League, we'll have to look at the teams and see where we actually need improvement. We don't need any changes being made. We are 1-0 to the good from the first game. Hope that we can actually get a draw at least. Oh, 2-2, yes, Darwin Núñez with the goal and Gakpo, and Liverpool march on to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Guys, being 3-2 down from the first game, we have to go to San Siro and get something out of it. I'm going to be playing this game. No changes being made. I'm happy with the squad. Let's go to the game. Guys, players are making their way in the Champions League quarterfinals at San Siro. Liverpool trailed 3-2 from the first leg. Jordan Pickford playing for Inter Milan. Xavi Zanetti. Let's go to the kickoff. Oh, what's the ball? It's Olmo with the goal and Liverpool have equalised. 1-0 on the night, 3-3 on aggregate. And what a goal, what a ball that was, I think, from Szoboszlai and Olmo with the finish. Oh, great through ball. Gakpo is onside. Is he going to pass it? He does. Oh, defender does clear off the line. What a run by Ciro Immobile, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Kepa comes out, excellent save, and defender clears off the line. Robertson to defend the cross, and he does, but gives away a free kick. And final result is 1-1. Ciro Immobile equalising for Inter Milan late on. And on the night, yes, and they win 4-3 on aggregate. FA Cup semi-final against Arsenal here, guys. But before we even do that, let's check the teams and see if we need any changes being made. Actually, I'm happy with the team. Let's quick sim the game and see if we can actually reach the final. Oh yes, we have Darwin Núñez with the late goal for Liverpool, taking them back to Wembley next month. And guys, check the table. 5 games remaining. We've got a game in hand over Chelsea. We are into the top 4, more likely that we can win the next game against West Ham United and then push ourselves into the top 4 and back into the Champions League for next season. Guys, an FA Cup final against Aston Villa. We can definitely win this one, I can tell you that now. Let's quick sim the game. Oh yes, we have Darwin Núñez and Gakpo with the goal. 2-0 to Liverpool in the final. They have beaten Aston Villa. Guys, the season has ended and a bit of a rehab in the second half of the season for Liverpool. Managed to finish in the top 4. City winning the league by 5 points over United. Bottom 3, Nottingham Forest, Brighton and Leeds United relegated In the FA Cup, we managed to beat Aston Villa 2-0 in the final. Carabao Cup goes to or two defeats to Aston Villa in the cups, and Tottenham win in the Carabao Cup. The champions or UEFA Super Cup, we beat Paris Saint-Germain 3-2. Champions League winners Barcelona beating City 1-0, or Inter were beaten by City 3-1 on aggregate. Europa League winners AC Milan beating Benfica in the final, and Ajax losing to Dortmund in the Conference League final. Guys, last season we didn't win the league. That's one trophy out. We won the FA Cup. We didn't win the Champions League. We didn't win the Carabao Cup. So we'll have to be selling 3 of the best players. So I'm going to put Van Dijk on the list. He's still on the list. I'm going to have to put Robertson. We've been offered, so I'm going to have to accept Robertson deal from Villarreal. Luis Diaz as well from Real Madrid. How much they're offering? 59, almost 55 million. We'll have to say, Brahim Diaz. I'm going to have to accept it. We will offers for Jota. Frankfurt 75 million. Yes, so I've accepted all 3 players offers from foreign clubs outside the Premier League. And for now, let's simulate forward and see who we can actually sign this season. Guys, we managed to sell 2 of the 3 players that we want to sell. Dani Olmo is left us for Bayern Munich, 60 million, and 75 million for Jota from Frankfurt. 2 good players going. How are we gonna improve if we are keep on selling our solid players? And another player we have to be selling is Darwin Núñez. We've been offered 155 million from AC Milan, so I'm gonna have to accept it and see if we can actually go ahead with the deal. I'm gonna reject Virgil van Dijk's offer. Tottenham Hotspur offer for Virgil van Dijk is being rejected, and I have accepted. I'm not accepting Kepa. Well, I think he's handed the transfer request. And Darwin Núñez 155 million deal is in process to go forward. Guys, first summer signing for Liverpool in the 3rd season here. Gavi is here from Barcelona, 60 million, replacing Dani Olmo, who went to, who did he actually go to? Not Bayern Munich. Yes, he went to Bayern Munich a month ago, and a month later we managed to sign a player from Barcelona who's got huge potential for the future. Guys, we've been chasing this guy for over 3 seasons. Dusan Vlahovic is finally here from Juventus. First handshake with the manager expert Khan, and Van Dijk, the club captain. He's getting ready for his first Premier League appearance in a couple of weeks' time. Stay tuned and find out his performances in his first season with Liverpool. Guys, final piece of the jigsaw for Liverpool season number 3 with expert Khan is Kevin Trapp from Frankfurt, 34 years of age, but 12 million signing, 86 overall. Is it worth it, guys? Write down in the comment section. And thanks for watching so far. Stay tuned and watch the full rebuild, and not subscribe to my channel, subscribe now, and I'll be uploading more FIFA content. Whichever player you want me to sign, I am up for it. Guys, 3rd season gets underway in the Community Shield against Manchester City. What a team they've got, but what a team we've got. We've got Vlahovic, Gavi up front, and Kevin Trapp actually needs to start. I'm going to replace Kevin Trapp. He's here, yes, 86 rated. He has to start against Manchester City. That's my team. I've got decent sub bench as well, but still needs someone to be 80 plus, 84 or 5 plus in order to start in the midfield. But for now, let's go to the game, quick sim the game, and see if we can actually win this, or I'll have to sell another player this season. We managed to we've been defeated to Manchester City. What a poor result that is. First game of the season, we've been defeated. Foden opened the scoreline, Szoboszlai equalised, Foden then again. City was 3-1 up and Carvalho scored. I think still a lot of work needs to be done at Liverpool. Guys, since the defeat to Manchester City, that means we'll have to be selling yet another one of the top 3 players. That means Robertson should be going, because he's been offered by many teams. Hopefully we can sell him. 101 million from Juventus. We'll have to sell him and buy his replacement ASAP. Guys, with the departure of Andy Robertson to Juventus for 101 million, that means we can actually sign another left back to replace him and start the Premier League season against Fulham. Guys, we are not a mess about club here, and we've signed, but what could be a possible replacement for Andy Robertson is João Cancelo. We signed him from Manchester City, paying 10 million more than his market value and paying him 30 grand more than his current wage at Manchester City. To get things going, guys, we'll have to be spending money in order to compete at the very top in the Premier League. Guys, the new summer signing João Cancelo from Manchester City is out for 4 weeks. Got his crucial ligament injured in training, or actually prior to this Liverpool move. He's got 4 weeks. He's 4 weeks out. We'll have to cope without him. Guys, first game of the season, we definitely need to get off to a flyer. Let's quick sim the game and see the results. Oh, just about beating Fulham. We shouldn't be conceding 2 goals against Fulham, but Gakpo with the winner and Liverpool take all 3 points. Guys, a huge game at Stamford Bridge. Are Liverpool gonna maintain their 100% run so far this season? Let's quick sim the game. And yes, they do. Gakpo with yet another win of Vlahovic scoring for Liverpool again this season. Guys, we are in the Champions League again this season with Real Madrid, Sporting Lisbon, Sparta Prague. Very tough teams here, but Sporting Lisbon really a dark horse in this group stage. And Real Madrid should be favourites to top it. Can we topple Real Madrid to become the leaders of the group? Let's quick sim to January and find out if we have actually made it to the last 16. Guys, already in January, in 3rd season with Liverpool, looks like we've got some good victories in the Premier League and a poor defeat to Swansea in December. Champions League not being good for us. Let's go check the tables. Guys, in the Premier League, we are actually 7th, better off from the last season. 7th and only 4 points. Well, actually only 5 points behind Aston Villa. Very much still in the title race. Title race well much on for the top 7. Aston Villa and Liverpool 7 position the gap, but only 5 points the difference. Arsenal just managing to finish to be in the top half of the table. Bottom struggling. Norwich only 1 victory. Fulham and Watford in the drop zone. And the Champions League, guys, we only managed to get 3rd spot. I was saying Sporting Lisbon a dark horse, and they actually managed to beat us to the 2nd spot, but we only have to just go through the Europa League. We beat Chelsea, I think, last season before that. Yes, we beat them in the final. Can we win the Europa League again this season? Guys, a huge game against Spurs in the FA Cup 4th round at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Can we actually beat them and go to the 5th round? Oh, we've been beaten. Son scored with Richarlison missed the penalty for Spurs. Guys, in Europa League, in the round of 32, we've got a game against Porto. We are in Portugal, the first leg. Let's see if we can actually get a draw or a win. Oh yes, what a convincing win away from home. Sabotla and Gakpo with 2 goals. And surprisingly, Adebayor, I think that's the one playing for Luton in IRL, is playing for Porto. Having beaten them away 3-1, this one should be easy at Anfield. Let's see if we can actually go through. Yes, we have 4-1. Gakpo with another goal for Liverpool. Guys, a round of 16 match against Nice. This should be easy. Having beaten Porto 4-1 on aggregate in the previous game, I'm expecting Liverpool to ease past Nice. Let's quick sim the game. Oh, we've been beaten 2-1 Anfield. This could be the end of the road for Liverpool. Vlahovic missing the penalty. Duan scored and then Gakpo equalised, but Ferran Torres scored late on for Nice. I was underestimated them. Guys, a make or break game against Nice. We are losing 2-1 from the first game, hoping that we can actually turn things around. Let's quick sim the game. Oh yes, we have 2-0. Gakpo with the late goal for Liverpool and Sabotla scoring in the first half. What a turnaround. March on, we go to the quarterfinals. Guys, a huge game in the semis at Europa League at Stamford Bridge with 2 players injured. I'm not too hopeful that we can actually beat Chelsea in the first game, especially Diaz is injured and Gomez. We are playing Carvalho on the left-hand flank. We'll have to go with him, no other option whatsoever. The rest of the team is absolutely smashing very high in the league, but hoping that we can actually beat Chelsea today. Oh, just a 2-1 defeat. That is absolutely fantastic going into the second game. I thought it was going to be 4-1 or something. And Kunku with the brace and Vlahovic put Liverpool right back in the contention for the second game. Guys, into the second leg of the quarterfinals in Europa League, we'll have to put in 75 rated Phillips, and Carvalho is just come. We have to put him in the center, in the left hand flank. Well, actually, Harvey Elliott, what a player he is. He can go onto the left hand flank, and Carvalho is happy in the center attacking position. Let's go to the game and actually turn things around, guys. We are 2-1 down from the first game. Guys, players are making their way onto Anfield. That is good. And onto Anfield on what could be a season-defining game for Liverpool. 2-1 down from the first game. They have to turn things around. They have done that in the past in the European matches. Let's go to the kickoff. He's on. He's going to beat defenders. Go to Vlahovic. Vlahovic shoots 1-0. So Liverpool 7 minutes into the game, and Liverpool struck first blood. Vlahovic, who got Liverpool back in the tie, scores another one to equalise. 2-2 on aggregate and 1-0 on the night. Half-time at Anfield, Liverpool 1 goal to the good on the night and 2-2 on aggregate. As it stands, this game could be going to extra time. Oh, chance for Timishak. Oh, he's gone beaten past his players into the box. Is he going to cross it in? What's he done? Crossing in a very poor position, that is. And Gakpo hits the target, though. What was he doing, the left back? But here is Nkunku. What a pass to Verratti. Defender on the floor. Still manages to clear it. Chance for Sterling. Great save by the goalkeeper, Kevin Trapp, out for a corner. Into the extra time, guys. This is the atmosphere Liverpool wanted. 1-0 and extra time is coming. Oh, chance for Nicholas Jackson. What a chance. A bit more composure and he was in. First penalty. Vlahovic is gonna take it. Oh, down the middle. Sterling. Kevin Trapp saves the penalty. Szoboszlai should score and keeper makes the save. And Nkunku versus Trapp. Oh, just in the net. I thought he has missed it. And Gakpo. Oh, a bit cheeky. He scores. Cucurella against Trapp. Cucurella. Oh, what a save from the goalkeeper, Harvey Elliott. Is he going to score? An advantage for Liverpool? No, what a save. Hakim Ziyech versus Trapp. Oh, as keeper goes the right way, but Ziyech still scores. Van Dijk has to score. And he does. What a goal that is from the defender. Last chance. Chelsea. Reece James versus Kevin Trapp. Trapp has to save it. And he does. Liverpool are in the semis. What a win. They did turn it around from the first leg. 2-1 down in Stamford Bridge. They won 1-0 today in the full time, but penalty shootout was the fate, and Chelsea have been defeated. Kevin Trapp saves Reece James's penalty, and Liverpool march on to the semis in Europa League. Guys, in May and 4 games remaining in the Premier League, and we've got a tie against Aston Villa Europa League semi-final. Let's go. First, we are playing at home, and still our 2 players, Diaz and Gomez, are out. Curtis Jones has to play in the centre-back position. Let's quick sim the game. Hopefully we beat them. Oh, 1-1 from the first game. Glatzel, I've never heard of this guy. He scores the equaliser for Liverpool, coming on for Gakpo. Why is he coming on for Gakpo? Gakpo should be staying on. But 1-1 from the first game. Into the second game, guys, hoping that we can actually beat Aston Villa and march on to this final. I've got my eyes closed. Oh yes, we have did it. We've done it. And Gavi scored in the second half, and Carvalho scored late on. Liverpool march on to the final in the Europa League once again under expert Khan. Guys, a huge game in the last 3 matches of the Premier League against Chelsea, Leicester and Crystal Palace. But before we even go to the game, let's check the table. Oh, look at that, so tight. With only 4 games remaining, we've got game in hand over Manchester United, who are 7 points ahead of us, and 2 games in hand over West Ham. But we've played a game more than Chelsea. We are behind them by goal difference. A win will really take us into the top 4 today, hoping we actually beat Chelsea and get into the top 4 for next season. Guys, a huge game at Anfield. We didn't manage to beat Chelsea last month in the Europa League Europa League quarter-final, and still we have Curtis Jones and Carvalho playing instead of Gomez and Diaz. I think that has been the case for the last 3 months. But for now, let's quick sim the game. hoping that we can beat Chelsea. Oh, 2-2 draw, I'll take that any day. Tsimikas scored for Liverpool in the second half. Verratti scored again for Chelsea, and Virgil van Dijk coming up with the goals. 2-2 at Anfield. Ooh, what's a final we've got against Barcelona, but before that we managed to win the last 2 games in the Premier League. Let's go and check the table and check the top goal scorers. Oh, we are still in 6th position and just 3 points behind City and Chelsea. We've actually managed just 6th position. I thought we were going to get into the top 4. Spurs and Chelsea level on points, but with just the 10 points gap between Manchester United and Liverpool. But more remarkable was the second place Newcastle, just 4 points above us. A few more wins could have been the job done for Liverpool, but next season we'll have to settle for Europa League football again, or maybe the Conference League, I'm not quite sure. But if we win the Europa League against Barcelona, who we are playing next, we could be playing Champions League football once again. Oh, Luis Diaz is back for the final and he replaces Carvalho. Diaz is not currently fit to play. I'm not quite sure what the issue is. Luis Diaz is a fantastic player, 88, but he's got -3 next to him. I'm a bit uncertain for that. Phillips gets ahead of Curtis Jones in the centre-back position, pairing up with Virgil van Dijk. Cancelo, what a signing he's been from Manchester City in the summer. But for now, let's go to the game and beat Barcelona for yet another Europa League final. And we are in the stadium of Juventus. Guys, players are making their way onto the pitch on what could be the final destination for Expert Khan. Win and he keeps his job, and win no win, he gets sacked. What's a fine finale here. Grand Slam finale against Barcelona all them years ago. Liverpool-Barcelona, what a Champions League game it would be. But here we are in Europa League final. A new-looking Chelsea, a new-looking Liverpool with Vlahovic up front. Harvey Elliott really growing into the Liverpool squad. Szoboszlai, what a player he is. We've kept him from day one. Gavi is in. But we've got one centre-back issue with Gomez, who's been injured for nearly 3 months. Oh, what a chance for Liverpool, for Barcelona. Rafinha with a shot, great save by Kevin Trapp, and save again from Kevin Trapp. This time from Ferran Torres. I think it's Ferran Torres. Yeah, I thought he was playing for Nice. That would have been someone else. Here's Liverpool with the counter. João Cancelo. He's got no one ahead of him. He passes on to Harvey Elliott. He shoots from distance. Ooh, I thought that was just going to creep in. But he just whistles past the post. Oh, what a chance. Is Rafinha. Keeper comes out, but he lobs him. Barcelona have taken the lead against Liverpool. No defending from Liverpool in that circumstances. What a ball it was to split the defence. Rafinha was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Keeper came out and Rafinha chipped it over him. 1-0 to Barcelona. Oh, chance for Gakpo. This time he should be scoring. He does goes past the player. I think it was Koundé he beats, and then he beats the goalkeeper. Ter Stegen beaten this time. Liverpool equalised through Gakpo. 1-1. Oh, what a chance. What's a ball. Vlahovic. What's he done? Should have been a better ball. And Liverpool would definitely be 2-0, 2-1 up. But it's half time and Vlahovic squandered Liverpool's best scoring opportunity. Oh, Trent Alexander-Arnold playing for Barcelona. Half-time here in the final, 1-1. And here's Lewandowski. What's a pass to Ferran Torres? He's up against Van Dijk, and the keeper has to save it out for a corner. Oh, it's Dusan Vlahovic. He's beaten Koundé. He's into the box. He shoots. Oh, he's beaten the goalkeeper. 2-1 to Liverpool. What a solo run by this talisman. Dusan Vlahovic, 120 million I think we paid for him, or more than that in the last summer, and he is paying off. What a goal from his own half. Ran past Koundé, who's not having a good game today. Look at Ter Stegen just jumping out the way. Expert card celebrating and keeping his team, keeping his team steady. 2-1 to Liverpool. What a turnaround in the final. We passed the defenders for Liverpool. Keeper has to come out. He does. Oh, hits the post. Pedri hits the post. And what a chance that was for Barcelona to equalise. But Oh, it's 4-2 at the moment against Liverpool. There's Rafinha, passes it back to Frank. Oh, Frankie de Jong should have been offside. The bookkeeper comes out. What a save! Match-winning save by Kevin Trapp. Out for a corner. Ter Stegen is in the box as well. If he scores, that would be surprising. Van Dijk clears for Liverpool. When Harvey Elliott shoots, is he gonna bounce in the net? Or keeper's chasing it, but I think he's gonna be cleared by the defenders. And Liverpool have won the Europa League against Barcelona. Here 1-0 down from the first 10 minutes or so. I think not 10 minutes, 20 minutes into the game, Rafinha scored 26 minutes. Yeah, Gakpo equalised just before half time, and Vlahovic got the goal, got the winner. But what's a save by Kevin Trapp right at the end. Barcelona did have good opportunities squandered. Same with Liverpool, Harvey Elliott. What a chance that was. Great save by the goalkeeper. But nevertheless, Liverpool deserve the trophy this season, and they managed to win the Europa League. The players are heading on to the stage, the centre stage. Van Dijk lifts yet another trophy with Liverpool in his illustrious career under expert Khan and Jurgen Klopp. Liverpool are the champions of Europa League once again, this time beating Barcelona in the final. What a day for the fans and the club, and what a day for the manager.